all of my SAO Fatal Bullet players. Now listen, I gotta tell you why we should all be super excited for what's about to happen next month. Now before I do that, I am gonna set a challenge for you. I challenge you to watch all of this video. Not for my benefit, for some YouTube bullcrap, but because I do not want you to miss out on what could possibly be a life-changing experience for you like it was for me. I don't want you to miss out on something that is completely amazing because of what you heard or what you think or what you see or whatever misconceptions you might have, because literally the 100% most bestest, that's right, most bestest thing is about to happen to gaming history, and I feel like it's up to me to give you the heads up. But what is it though? Okay, first, let's talk about SAO Fatal Bullet and why we like this game. Why we keep grinding this bullcrap game. So what is SAO Fatal Bullet really? It's a third-person anime RPG where you fight computer-controlled AI bots with varying degrees of difficulty, where you often have to change your playstyle method to overcome obstacles to either get to the next level of gameplay or acquire a new weapon capable of making other challenges in the game easier to complete. The storyline is completely linear, giving you little room to deviate or alter course or change anything in the game as far as events go. Now, a lot of us are attracted to the game for one specific reason or another. For instance, me, I was drawn to this game because if it's... forgive me there, I had a little bit of choke in the throat, but it's okay though. Now, I was drawn to this game because of its unique art style. It looks like 3D anime and gives me a character to control in a familiar environment, Sword Art Online. Now, I specifically like the ability to wield swords in the game because most of the anime that I like includes swords and magic, so Sword Art Online is right up my alley. Now, Fatal Bullet has PvP and PvE co-op, which, if I'm being honest, I never really enjoyed the PvP side of this game, so I never played it. And as for the PvE co-op, I only really used it to be carried and helped through a dungeon to get weapons or to acquire items to sell for money so that I can make my character stronger so that I didn't need to be helped or carried to grind dungeons for better equipment, right? Alright, and that's it. That's SAO Fatal Bullet in a nutshell. And that's exactly why you should be hyped for what's about to happen in a few weeks. On April 10th, we are about to get the opportunity to play the best damn game ever freaking created. Okay, now listen, a long time ago, I used to hate RPGs. I never played them. I never wanted to look at them. All I wanted to do was play fighting games and fight my friends. And all of that changed when I saw a friend playing a game that I thought I was going to hate. Now, remember the challenge. Do not click off the video. You got to hear everything that I got to say because you have to know this. I have to give you all the information first before you can make a decision. That game was Final Fantasy VII. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, you're talking about FF7. Click off. Don't do that. Listen. When my friend showed me a few of the game's cutscenes and explained to me how the game worked, and I admit I was like a little interested but not completely sold, but when he showed me this, he showed me some of the amazing things you could do in the game, like attack with powerful magic. I'm not just saying like powerful magic, I mean like your character has the ability to be freaking overpowered, alright? You can summon ridiculously strong monsters to fight for you. And then, this is the part that really got me. You get to use gigantic anime grade swords that look too big for anyone to hold, swing, or even fight with. And I was like, dude, the fuck is this game? And on top of that, the storyline of Final Fantasy VII is literally the best story that I've ever heard told in any form. And that's just my opinion. I know there are people that are going to be out there, no, well, this story's a little bit better than that. This story's, listen, for me, 100%, I have not heard a better story told than the story of this game, right? You just got to hear it for yourself if you don't know it. So, I got Final Fantasy VII for myself, and I played it, and I got to tell you, I loved it. It was legit the first game that I ever played from, like, hours on end. I'm talking like, it was one of those things where I couldn't wait to wake up in the morning so I could play it again, and I couldn't wait till I got home from school to fight that last boss that I died to in the morning before going to school, and all day throughout the day that I'm in school thinking about new ways to come at this boss. Like, I had this game on my mind 24/7. Like, actually 24/7. I can recall, and this is a real life fact, I can recall, because my mom really didn't like She didn't like put any restrictions on me when I was like 16 or 17. She put no restrictions on me when it came to playing video games. I just had to be at school, you know. That's just it. So I was playing Final Fantasy VII. I was on disc 1, and I stayed up all night playing this game because I didn't want to stop. I was having that much fun. I did not want to stop playing this game. I wanted to like get as far as I could get before my eyes closed on me. You know what I'm talking? You ever had those game sessions where you don't want to stop playing the game and your eyes are half closed, your Chinese eye in a motherfucker, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to stop? That's how I was on this game, and I knew that I had to go to school in the morning. Bro, it was legitimately 4 o'clock in the morning after I had been playing all day on a Sunday. I had been playing all day Sunday and all through the night, all the way to 4 a.m. and it was Monday morning, and I knew I had to go to school, but I couldn't stop playing. So I legitimately locked my door when my mom came to wake me up that morning because I already heard her waking up to get ready for work. I locked my door and I went to sleep. I mean, she banged on my door for like an hour to get me to get up and everything, and I just ignored it because I wasn't going to school that morning. I was going to sleep. I waited for her to leave to go to work, and fucking I went to sleep for a little bit, and then I got up, I played some of the games more, and I knew I was going to be in trouble, so I legitimately left the fucking house. I left the house, and I didn't come home until like, I don't know, 11:30, 12 o'clock, so I didn't get my ass whooped by my mama, and I don't know, I got in trouble. I got in a lot of trouble for that, but that's just how this game had me, all right? It was that much of a thing that changed my life, and that sounds super nerdy and super weird, but that's just how this game had me. That's why I want you to understand, like, this is not just a game, this is the game, like literally the game. Now, this game, Final Fantasy VII, literally opened the door for me to play other games like Breath of Fire, Legend of Zelda, and even now, Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. That's literally the impact that this game had on me, and this is in no way an exaggeration. This is not some fake BS that YouTubers get you to do to hype up about a game. This is how I actually feel and how I still feel about this game. So listen, fast forward like a lot of years from like 1996, 97, whenever that game came out, Final Fantasy VII, to like 2014, 2015. I'm on PS3 playing Kingdom Hearts, again, another game that I would not have even thought about playing if not for Final Fantasy VII. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts, and I see that they're making Kingdom Hearts 3 on consoles, right? So I'm like, bro, because I started playing Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy, I started playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which is where I got my name Ventus. Somebody gave me a PSP, and it already had Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on it. I was like, yo, this is a really dope game, and I like the character Ventus, so that's where my name comes from, right? Because of that game on PSP. So I'm playing that game, and then I was like, yo, I want to get the game for PS3, so I got Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was like, man, I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3, and then I saw the gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 3, and as listen, bro, this was literally a mind fuck for me, all right? I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm watching gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I wish that they would make Final Fantasy VII for today's consoles, because that would literally be the best thing in the world. Like, I don't even know how else to articulate how this could be the best thing in the world for me. I don't know. It's just literally the best thing in the world. So come to find out, a couple years later, that they were already thinking about doing it. There have been so many Final Fantasy titles out there for them to go back and remake, and I think Final Fantasy VII for me had to have been the best game. I didn't know that anybody else felt the way that I felt about Final Fantasy VII, and now to find out that there are a lot of people, listen, there's a reason why they're remaking Final Fantasy VII, because a lot of people were just in love with this game, and the way that they do their games now, the people that make Final Fantasy, this is going to be literally the best game that I will ever play. This is the one game that I was waiting for. Like, actually, the one game that I was waiting for. I was waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I was waiting for a game that I wasn't even sure that they were going to make. And they actually made it. Like, try to put yourself in my mindset for a second. Think about some game that you played years and years and years ago that you loved that was complete trash, but you love this game. Everybody else thinks this game is trash, but you love this game. And think about, like, man, what if they remade that game again, but made it completely badass, and then they actually do it? Like, they actually do it, you know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of misconceptions about Final Fantasy VII. I want you to stop that right now. You don't have to know jack shit, literally anything about any Final Fantasy game to play Final Fantasy VII. Because I know there are a lot of people out there who be like, well, I've never played Final Fantasy before, so I don't know anything about the characters. Like, it's number 7. Do I have to play Final Fantasy 6 or Final Fantasy 5? No, you don't have to. It's a standalone game. The game is literally a standalone game. You're going to get introduced to all the characters. It's like a story from start to finish, and you don't have to know anything about the characters to play the game, because the game's going to tell you everything you need to know about the characters, and the game is literally just going to be fucking mind-blowing. Alright, so, the game has a free demo for you to play right now. Now, as you're playing this free demo, you can go download it, search it up on the PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, or wherever you're at, whatever you're using, just search it up, you can get it and play it for free, alright? And as you're playing it, I want you to do me a favor. Think about the game that you're playing. Think about the game as you're using a character in third person. The character has swords. The character can control magic, and you're fighting ads, you're fighting bots, you're fighting enemies, and it leads up to some, bigger enemy that you got to fight. Think about that, and then think about what you're doing when you play SAO Fatal Bullet. Think about what you did when you first started the story mode in Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, and any Sword Art Online game for that matter. You have your characters, you have your team, you guys go up and you fight little mini bosses, you fight regular enemies, then you fight the main boss, and then you get stuff, and then you advance to the next level. That's literally the same thing that you're going to be doing in Final Fantasy VII Remake. The only thing that's different about Final Fantasy VII Remake is that this is going to be the best game that you will ever play. I promise you, this is going to be the best game you're ever going to play. Listen, I'm done talking. I'm going to have the time of my life playing this game. I've already played the demo like 1,000 times, and I love it every single time. I love the game a little bit more every time I play it. I can't wait to get this damn game, bro. April 10th. Mark it on your calendars. Get this game. Pre-order this game. I wouldn't tell you this shit. I wouldn't be this hyped up about this shit if it wasn't that damn serious. It's that damn serious, boys and girls.